Hello everyone. How we doing? Unfortunately, not a beat. Not a beat missed. Not a fucking beat. Hey GT, how's it going? Zach, good to see you. Unfortunately, another day goes by where Konami have not released a patch for Silent Hill, and I was really hoping by now we could get back to it, but it just doesn't seem like they're anywhere close, weirdly. Oh, thanks, Zach. Unfortunately, well, you'd be surprised. I mean, not that this matters, but the numbers do go down on these streams. I think we have more consistently, like, you guys are here, but definitely Silent Hill streams do better, you know? So, but if it's what you guys want, you know, then who am I to stop? Who am I to stop? And they're great little interim things. Anyway, I do very much enjoy. I get the feeling that Konami don't so much care for the game. Not that I'm complaining. Get this wonderful content instead. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I really not sure what's going on. Like it's being done by another company, like Bando or something like that. Which I don't really understand why it's not Konami themselves. But we're waiting for patch 1.5 or whatever it is, 1.05. But I'm glad you like this random thing that I've managed to sort of cook up as an alternative. And this is the saddest thing. Ain't this the saddest thing? Because I have to do a stream every day. I'm currently missing D&D with my D&D party in order to stream. I just got in from work, so I was always going to be late for the session. But I cannot join it because I have to stream today. It's fine, it's fine. It'll be... we don't get to do this for very long. So it's fine. I do feel a little sad that I have to miss D&D today because of just the way that work fell and the way that I have to do the stream because we don't have much. There's not many more hours in this day. Not many more. Noble sacrifice, greatly appreciated. Thank you, Zach. Yeah, I know, GT. The patch will come on November 1st. I really hope that's not true, GT. I really hope you've just pulled that out your ass because if that's true, that is fucking tragic for me. Oh, thank God you made that up. So we actually will get a little bit of time now between for Silent Hill 2 to maybe kick back into action because this is going to be our last live stream until Sunday. And the other ones are going to be pre-recorded things that we've done. So Friday, Saturday, you're getting pre-recorded stuff. Still hopefully go out live. But it might, and then on Sunday, John and Viv are coming over to watch a movie. With you guys. So that's going to be really fun. Hey Connor, sacrifice is the currency of martyrs and monarchs. Always a man of noble words, Connor. Have we decided on which movie? No, we spin a wheel. We spin the wheel of movies that are on Netflix, which I would pull. I know it's not in this room. I would put it on stream, but it's not in this room. But we're going to spin the wheel beforehand. Either that or I'll just let them decide. I don't know. But we normally spin a wheel when we do the movie streams. We've only done one. The other one was cancelled. That was supposed to be this week, but because work pushed, asked me to be, our work asked me to come in later this week, so I had to cancel a few things. It's very annoying. And it just so happens that Silent Hill decided to shit itself on the same week, which is very annoying, but never mind. So yes, I'm glad you guys like this content that I managed to pull out my arse. And I have been I've been looking forward to going back to world building. I think it's going to be really fun. I think we've got to add a couple pictures in because we've got so much text now. We've got so much text now, crazy amount, which is nice. But we haven't. I don't think we've finished the factions. I don't think we finished the factions on our last stream. Shartland Hill 2, am I right, lads? You are always correct. Like, always correct. But yeah, so you guys seem to like really like this, but like the general numbers are telling me that it's like 6 solid viewers, but like no more than that, which is fine. And I also know that Holly and Blair are currently streaming as well, so that's also like I have to stream every day. I can't not, and it just if one of my streams is going on at the same time as theirs, inevitably it's just going to be not as watched. But that's fine. This is not really about the watching, it's about the doing. It's about the fact that we've done it. And then we get into next week, and we've only got like 4 more days. And then it's over. And then it's fucking over. Crazy. And then I have to go to America for the US election, which is going to be crazy. You're always correct, Zach. Always correct. Writing that one down. Yeah, you're not always correct, actually. Let me. No, we still have 2 more to do. 2 more factions. Yes, because we've got the... Yes, you're right, because we've got the original faction to contend with, to do. But I'm not even sure we've finished with the 3rd one, because we've basically just given the background to the leader. I can, and I will. We've basically just given the background on the leader of the faction, and not really too much about what the faction was like before she took over it, what the culture of the faction is, what's going on in that regard. But I think we're going to do some pretty pictures. We're going to do some pretty pictures to start with, starting with the amulet. So I think we /imagine an amulet sits upon a table. It's a long iron chain links what winds no iron chain holds aloft a shiny metal hexagon in a fantasy style. Go. Brain is mush. Brain is mush. I'm gonna see what this comes out with. I'm probably gonna hate it, but let's see. You guys want to put some prompts in the chat, and I can copy and paste those in, and we'll see what those kick out as well. If you want, for the amulet, this is the amulet that was given to Penelope by the... Oh, you know what? They're not bad. I want to see if you guys can do better, though. This is the amulet that was given to Penelope by the banished. In order to give her powers to disrupt the region. Oh no, like do the full thing, like an amulet of blah 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 blah. Do the whole thing. Let's have a look at these, though. That's kind of cool. This one's definitely just a D20. I own this. Sorry, actually, hang on. I legit just fucking, I just own that. It's a keychain D20. Don't know if that's going to focus or not. It's a D20 on a keychain. I literally just own that. And it's made out of metal. It's heavy. It goes on my keys. I took it off recently because it was bulky. Obsidian locket encased in Damascus steel with the initials FRN engraved on the reverse. FRN? I don't know what that means. Why would we engrave FRN on the reverse if it was an artifact from God in Dune? Let's try that. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. It's in. I do like these though. They're quite nice, these renderings. Although it's not really artwork, it's more of a 3D style. These things. I love an item. I love a magical item that doesn't look. If only could be initials of personal importance from God in Dune. Let's see how the system kicks that one out, shall we? It does. It's done all right. It's done all right with the FRN. It's done okay. Interesting. All right, and what about UGT? Damascus steel crusted with obsidian gems. Oh, that's what Zach just. I think we need to get this in more of an art style. It's not sketchy enough. In the style of a Magic the Gathering card is always my secret go-to. Boom. Palm-sized amulet lays on a desk. It's a massive steel encrusted with obsidian gems. Heavy pendant chain. Let's throw that one in. And I'm going to add in the style of a Magic the Gathering card.
Summoned forth.
Oh! Blair! Oh, Blair! Is that Blair? Does Blair have an underscore at the end of their Twitch username? I didn't know that. Summoned forth. Yeah, you guys like that? Hey Blair, thanks for following. That's very nice of you. Sorry to stream in the middle of your stream. I have to do it. I have to. I'm sorry. The style of a Magic the Gathering card. I hope they are enjoying Don't Starve. I've always thought Don't Starve's quite difficult. It's quite a difficult game. Oh, that's gone a bit muffled, hasn't it? There we go. And I admire anyone that can play it because I'm no good. I'm no good. What is with all these 3D renders? Why is it kicking out 3D renders? This is not what I want. This is not what I want. These are too realistic looking. They're too real. Not what I want. This is what I want. Sketchy art style. I like this though. Oh no, it's made the fucking pendant into the shape of a card. Oh, that's so stupid. That's so dumb. No, the art needs to be in the Magic the Gathering style. God's sake. All right, let's try again. Let me try and fuck about with this. Palm-sized amulet lays on a desk. Hammered Damascus steel encrusted with obsidian gems. And heavy on pen. In the chain. Art in the style of a Magic the Gathering card. There we go. 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 Hooray for AI-generated images. Yeah, I'm still on the fence about AI, man. Again, really good for like rough planning, but terrible idea for final product, I think. I don't think that AI should be used as final product material ever. I really don't. Drawn in the style of an artist's sketchbook. Well, ooh, no, still 3D renders. It still seems to think that it should be in, it should be square. Fuck. What did I write here? I didn't write anything here to give it the right. I don't especially agree with it. It uses legit artist work. Yeah, it doesn't credit them. I know. It's really fucked. It works in this sort of context, which now, and weirdly, now that I'm streaming it, I think that context is wrong. I haven't had much time to consider this, so please forgive me for my sins. But when I was just doing this on my own, for my personal home game, it didn't seem as problematic. Now that I'm publicizing it with like a stream, it feels far more problematic, which is a shame because it's already my style. It's already the style that I'm doing things in, and I like consistency, as well as it's better than anything I could do, you know? But these are legit products, you know, they're legit things. I don't know, it's really weird, and it makes me feel really weird, the whole thing. And I really haven't had the time to sort of sit down and consider whether or not this is a good thing to do an AI generation on stream. Hey Shark, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're just debating oh, fuck, cool, thank you, yep, thanks for that. We're just debating the ethics of the spider babies are coming. Oh no! Oh fuck, everyone hide! Everyone hide!
A new chapter in my black grimoire.
So many spiders! Oh fuck, they're all here. Hello everyone, hello Moss Pirate. Hello Holly. The spider babies. That is a horrible name. The spider babies. Billy Bonk, spider babies are coming.
Chapter
oh my
in
goodness.
My black grimoire.
The double raid. First time chats all round. Hey Vicky. Sorry about bringing all the spider babies. M Room, welcome. Welcome for the first time. Spider babies are coming. Spider babies are coming. Spider babies are coming. God, you guys planned this. You guys really planned this. Oh shit! And GT's playing the goat sound. God, you've this is an organised raid. I like it. Very nice. Hello everyone. Everyone that's new. Welcome to the Summoning Circle. Just a quick overview of what's going on, if you don't know already. We're doing literally streaming every single day in October for this month, and then never again. Then it's done. So we've been doing loads and loads of different things. We've been doing interactive board games. We've been doing video game streams, so we have been playing Silent Hill 2. We played Soma before that. What else are we doing? We're doing horror watch-along streams where we watch we do a teleparty together, which is where you watch Netflix together online, and we will watch movies together. So loads of really fun horror-y things. Unfortunately, Silent Hill 2, which we normally would be playing, has broken. The update broke it. So we are doing world building instead. We are fleshing out my my world because during lockdown I drew this absolutely insanely large map, one A4 sheet at a time, and then I stitched them all together to make this one big A0 world map. And so we're filling out some of the more spooky areas. This is an undead land. We're filling out the spooky areas in that map. And we've started with Blood Pact, and we're writing a whole blurb for that area and stuff. So thank you all for coming to join us. And if you stick around, great. If you don't, that's fine. This isn't the same kind of content as Don't Starve, but it's spooky nonetheless. But it's good to see you guys. Thank you for joining us. Right, we were just trying to generate an item. We were just debating the ethics of using AI generated art in the sense of not for publication, just for sort of like your homebrew games, and is it okay to use it in order to sort of generate ideas and stuff. Well, Shark has claimed a little shack on the there we go, somewhere on the Blackwater there. We haven't determined exactly where yet, but it's somewhere there, and you're very welcome to claim your own homes in my world too, if you would like. But we were just creating a item that is being used by one of our characters that we're putting into Blood Pact. But unfortunately, all the renders seem to be kicking out is just like 3D shit, and we don't want 3D shit. We want some sketchy stuff. I bet Shark is in a league with the Mayor of Duffer. Ooh, little bit of. Oh no, Shark says maybe. Is that the reason Shark lives alone? Is because they were involved and they had to go into hiding. Oh wow, that's the reason they live out in the wilderness. Wow. Shark, how could you? Maybe Shark was the rogue that stole the poison, stole the plague from Godindoon. Yeah, maybe not, maybe. Who knows? Right, we're going to continue chugging with this goddamn prompt because at the moment it's not kicking out what we want. Magic the Gathering art style. Let's try that. Let's just try it again. I will tell on the last stream. Oh, the plot thickens. The plot thickens. Yeah, it's crazy that there's going to be a last stream, isn't it? God, it's approaching so quickly. You guys have been here for the whole thing. Bronze medallion on an obsidian inlay rests on a plinth in a glass cabinet. Let's see if that... Again, what with the fucking 3D renders, man? I am not a fan. We can't be wasting all of our renders like this. We only get a certain amount. I'm really confused to what's happening, why it's just kicking out. It's just doing the same thing over and over again. Let's try again. Let's try something different. Let's try something different. Let's try to be less descriptive with it, I think. Let's try it in like a just keywords kind of vibe. Fantasy art. Palm-sized amulet. Palm-sized amulet on a desk. I'm going to take out Damascus steel and just put steel because that might be tricking it into making it too real. With obsidian gems. Hangs on a heavy patina chain. Yeah, cool. Let's try that. Let's just try that. Oh, sketched in a book. Fuck. Yeah, that might have been better. Never mind. Let's try this one more time. It can't do this every single time where it gives us some 3D photographic bullshit. Yeah, great. It's good to... I'm glad... just gonna get another little tab over here for myself. I'm glad you guys enjoy these streams because they weren't supposed to. They weren't on the list, and they have been very much. I had to sort of panic and do them out of nowhere. There we go. Let's go back to this again with the goddamn. Oh, you know what? I don't hate them. And actually some of them I quite like. No more streams last month. What will we do without us? I don't know. I'll go back to my normal life of not doing I stream every single day, like in some sort of insane person. Yeah, I'll go back. You still think we can do better with those renders though? You think? You think? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. You know, I like the fact that this is going to be over soon. I like that as a concept, and now I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. A lot of people are telling me not to, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna break my original idea. Yeah, yeah. Let me see what else I've tried to. Now I'm risking it to do this live on stream. See what else I've tried to generate. These are a bunch of D&D things, D&D portraits. Yeah, Magic the Gathering style. Let's see if we can go back to where I've generated items on tables and whatnot. Couple different renders. I mean, there's cool shit here. It's really cool stuff, but so much stuff I've rendered. It's crazy. So it does landscapes really well. Sort of like more zoomed out things, but as soon as we zoom into the table, it starts to... Or maybe I just haven't done this before. Maybe I just haven't done individual items. I don't think I've done it before. There we go, maybe that's it. Maybe it does, this is just what it kicks out when you ask it to try and generate individual items. Which is a shame. Let's try and generate something else then, shall we? Do you will go to America without us? Yes, I will. I'll go to America for a few days to work on the election. It should be good fun. Imagine, I think we do a little, the dungeon. Should we do the dungeon beneath the, something very Unus Annus about how finite these streams are. Yep, that was kind of one of the inspirations for this, was Unus Annus. I came to Unus Annus, I think, like maybe 5 days before it ended. And I had no time to watch all the videos. So I saw like 4 or 5 of them. I know everyone was sort of talking about their favourite ones, so I went and watched some of those. And then it ended, and it was very, very sad. And I thought it was a really, really great idea for a project that, yeah, obviously stuck with me because I've now done a similar vibe with this. Yeah, well, going to America to work on the election. Yeah, it's my job. I'm a journalist. It's my job to go do that stuff. What about Vaz in the Cage? Yes, Given Tessie. Yes, absolutely. A cage hangs above a dark courtyard. A thin, corpse-like man sits inside, watching down on a party of vampires below. In a fantasy art style. Let's try that. Let's see if it can do this. Husk, emancipated, sorry, not emancipated. We'll be on camera. No, I'm not on camera. No, I operate the cameras. I'm a camera operator, and I was once a producer. And then I was like, fuck this, being in an office all the time. I want to go see the world. And they have to send you, if you're a camera operator, they have to send you to the place, you know? So I decided to retrain as a camera operator. Very cool, very artsy. Not what we want, obviously, but let's add a few more of those words in, shall we? From you guys, and see what that kicks out. What do we want? A emaciated man. Husk of a man. Watching down on a party of vampires below. Let's see. Let's just give it another shot at that. Oh no, never mind. It'll spell check it. It's fine. AI is the AI smart enough to differentiate a party from a generic group of people? So from a generic group of people getting drunk and dancing. I want them to be getting drunk and dancing. I want that. Did you say they are trapped in the cage? Yeah, I probably should have. I should always double check with you guys before I hit enter. Never mind. Sorry for everyone just joining us, which we are trying to sort of we're trying to add some art to the. See, yeah, they're not really getting the idea that he can't get out. They're not really getting it. I know I can see the image in my mind, but yeah, let's add trapped. A cage, a circular cage, hangs in the dark courtyard. I'm going to take out the party bit, I think, because I think that's. Unable to escape. Fancy art style. Yeah, let's just tell you what, Zach. I'm just going to take that. Boom. Boom. And we'll see what that kicks out. And then we'll take it into Photoshop, we'll clean it up, make it look quite nice. And then we can stick that in as a little bit of artwork that goes with our file. How's everyone's days been? You done all right? You doing okay, guys? What have you been getting up to? I was very tired today. Doing these streams every single day has really, I mean, it's cool as fuck, but it's, where's the cage gone? Where's the cage gone? You know? I'll put him in a cage, hang on. Let's do that. There we go. Encaged in a cage. Let's try that again. Happy working week is over for me. This week sucked. What was wrong with this week, Zach? What happened? Kind of like he's exposed to the elements, though. It's like he could jump. I know, isn't it? I think he does need to be in a cage. But I quite like that idea, that he's actually just on a precipice he can't get down from. What was wrong with this week, Zach? To what do you owe your woes? Ah, we are getting there. We are getting there. I rather like the idea that he's a bit more astute. He's a bit more like upright. I'm going to do a reimagining of this one here. Is that okay with everyone? I'm going to ask it for different versions of this one. I'm going to do it. Version 4. Working assistance of finance team in retail, just ramping up towards Christmas. Oh, God. I did Christmas in retail once. Oof. The amount of invoices we've been getting through has been ridiculous. Yeah, bottom right looks closest. Yeah, thought so. Yeah, more Mansfield, still stoic. I like the idea that players might be able to still have a conversation with him. Like, it's not like he's not. I like the idea that if you walked up to him and talked to him, you could fully talk to him back. I just don't like that the cage doesn't seem to be encaging him. You know? This man seems to just be fully out in the open. Withered instead of emaciated. I know. I think the bodies are getting all right. I just think the cage is not. It's not in front of him enough. You know? Imprisoned. Top right is giving Moulin Rouge. I kind of like that. I'm gonna upscale top right just to see. It is giving Moulin Rouge, isn't it? I think we might have our image, honestly. And I'll do a little bit of editing to it, I think. Yeah. Look at that toe point. Dang. Really pointing them toes. There we go. And then we'll save image. And then I will take that image into Photoshop. I think I can do little, if I go like this, go click, 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 click. Okay, we're going to copy that. Going to try and just blend this in a bit, you know. I mean, no one will know, right? No one will know. You know? That looks all right, doesn't it? That's pretty good. Look at the toe point, very demure. Very mindful. I hate that meme. Right. We want to merge the layers. There we go. And then we're going to do a little thingy here. And we're going to like paint around this. I kind of want the top of the cage in. I mean, this is cool. The cage is really cool. I think the hanging nature of the cage we need to keep. So it's going to be like, yeah, and then it's like a, too much. Maybe I could get rid of the top of the cage, I think, maybe. Like that. Keep it fairly square, just because it wraps, the text doesn't wrap very well around like, square images. Oh, the top of the cage is quite important, though, I will say. See that? There we go. Yeah, that's better. Make sure you get those tootsies in there, of course. Of course. Got to make sure. go. Scrub all that up. Scrub all that out. There we go. Do the feathering a bit more so it's not all uniform. That, little rough edges. That. Yeah. Yeah, we're cooking with gas. Could lose that foot, do you think so? Could lose that foot? Oh yeah. Maybe like that. Yeah. Square it up a bit. We want another layer. Drop that down. Oh, not that one. There you go. Alright, I'm just going to go around. Oh, shit, whoops. Just going to make sure this is all definitely like white, like blacked out. Because sometimes you get little smudges. There we go. We've got our little corpse in a cage. Then we just export. Where's the export button? Export. Export as PNG. There we go. Save that. Drop it out. Back to our document. And then let's drop it in. Yeah, look at that. Then we'll do a little crop on that. There we go. Crop, 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 crop. Then we've got to change our text wrapping. There we go. Wrap text. And put it next to the paragraph where we are talking about him. The Iron Vigil. Okay. A little bigger. A little smaller, maybe? Yeah, touch smaller. There we go. Now we have this lovely little reference image in our document of, yeah, look at that. Well done. Good job, guys. Smashed it. Smashed it. What else could we add into this document?
Oh, scared you.
Thank you, Zach. That did scare me. Nice. I like that we have an image of Vas. Or Vess. What was his name? Vess? Yes, Vez Romford. Nice. Fuck yeah. What's next? I think that might be a bit too complicated, GT. You can see what the AI's limitations are. Keep calling him Wes. Yeah. Whoops. You can see what the AI's limitations are. The blood vessel itself, though, could be a cool render. Should we render the blood vessel? Vampiric sailing boat. Let's try it, shall we? Hash, imagine a vampiric sailing boat. How do I imagine the blood vessel looks? I imagine it's a really fancy party boat. It's a party boat. A galleon sails rough seas. It flies flags of crimson, red that flap in the breeze. Its sides are adorned with corpses chained to the boat. The Titanic, but with vampires on it. Yeah. Yep, exactly. The boat is trimmed with gold. See what that does, shall we? In a fantasy art style. There we go. Throw that one in there. See what that kicks out. Could be an easy, could be a first time hit. Could take us another few renders. No, Shark. We popped our little vampire friend into the document, and now we are rendering the blood vessel, which is the boat that brings them people to Blood Pact. I'll be damned. I mean, I know which one it is for me. It's... Thanks, Shark. Oh, shit. I mean, I know which one it is for me. Do you guys have a clear winner? 1 or 4? For me, yeah, for me it's 1. For me it's 1. 4, says Shark. 1 or 4, absolutely. See, I was thinking 1. I was 100% thinking 1. I think 4 looks too painting-like, if that makes sense. It looks like it's too textured. Yeah, the red sails in 1 look fucking dope. Should we do it? Should we do a variation on 1? Such a rogue. Going against the grain, as always, Shark. Halloween haunts your Discord. I've just got a notification from Discord. Thank you. Where your notification sounds have a chilling twist. Head to your settings if you dare to switch back. Weird. Very weird. I don't have a Discord. I mean, this is on Discord, by the way. The bot is Discord. Hi, Gigi's Discord. I don't have a Discord. But you have to have Discord to have this bot. You just like type in prompts. Cool as fuck. I prefer these to the other one. Which one? Is it 3? Is it 1 or 3? What are we thinking, gang? 2, says Shark. 1, says Vicky. Oh god, it's a yeah. That's a hard decision. Defo not 4. Moss Pirate says 3. No, actually 3. Yeah, I think it's 3. I think it might be 3. I like how sharp the bow is on 3. Yeah, I agree. Let's upscale 3. Boom. That's cool. I like whatever detail this is. That's cool. Right. Web. Visit. Save as. Photoshop. Boop. Delete that. And then we're going to paint around this. Nice. This is going to be a hard one to sort of do. I don't want to cut too much out, but I don't want it to be too square. You know what I mean? There we go. There we go. Lovely. A little bit of finessing around the edges. Again, don't want it to look too pristine. It's too circular. Oh, fuck that. Let's try again. Let's try again. Let's make the brush a little bigger, I think. Touch bigger. Why this isn't working as well as the other one. I don't know why I feel so weird about this one. I might try and transform this a bit like that. Just give it a little bit more of a regular shape. Now try it. Yeah, I think that's better. That song. It's been all over my TikTok today. She can't escape it. TikTok, I say. Instagram Reels, I mean. I fucked this here. Let's put that bow back. Put that bow back where it came from. Also help me. So help me. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, no, don't want that. There we go. Then we're going to scrub up the outsides. Scrub, 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 scrub. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Nice one. Cool. The sales look like they're in a better direction, yeah. I agree. So help me. Put that thing back where it came from. Also help me. I love Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. rocks. We do need to write about the blood vessel at some point to explain what it is, because I know we all know, but currently the document does not know. I think I'm just going to have it in the document. It's not going to be relevant to anything around it, but we have it for later. Okay. Punch it in like that, punch it in like that. Cool. Make it a lot bigger. Cool, we have that now. Bit square, but whatever. Nice. Yes, Monsters Inc. Love Monsters Inc. Fucking great. I've just been procrastinating doing more writing, I think. Where did we get to? Shall we read the document for those of you that weren't here? This is going to get longer and longer to read every single time. But it may be worth it. It may be worth it. Shall we... On the coastline of Taziok, Labyrinth Manor sits, waves lapping against its cobblestone walls. The gaping maw of its wharf awaiting its next shipment of victims. The inhabitants of a vast mansion play a perpetual game with ever-evolving social hierarchies, each of them vying for position. Since the very early days of the Vermilion Harvest, power and control has been coveted by the vampires that walk Bloodpact halls. Does every image here go on the right? I feel like it would look nicer on the left. Yeah, probably. Yeah, definitely. But I don't think this image goes here because this is of Bloodpact and none of this text is referencing the blood vessel and none of it's referencing blood vessel. But yes, it absolutely does look better there. Power and control has been coveted by the vampires that walk Bloodpact halls. What was once but a couple dozen occupants has expanded into several hundred, as thralls, lovers and worthy champions have been granted immortality through vampirism. The manor is located along the coastal cliffs of the edge of Taziok and the free coasts. The rough waves and rocky outcroppings of this peninsula have felled many passing boats, creating an opportunity to feed for Bloodpack's residents. This and the pirates that sail the region is the reason many choose to journey around Orkana instead of hugging the free coast. To the east is a mausoleum, the vast graveyard, curated and guarded by a powerful necromancer. The proximity has proved fruitful for both parties, with Bloodpack seemingly having an endless supply of drained cadavers to trade. The social hierarchy is delicate in the halls of the manor. Most powerful charismatic vampires often overthrow their masters and become masters themselves of many thralls. Through this, strong characters naturally rise to the top, forming many factions. Currently, a single vampire has control over all 4 factions living at Bloodpact. Icarus Thane has brought the other these to heel, creating a strange but fragile peace. I'm going to skip over that. Go to... let's see. She now sits as the 4th most powerful vampire in the manor. The rules... faction thralls with the same cruelty. Actually, no, I'll just read the fucking thing. The Absurian paradigm is ruled over by an unlikely leader. And we're now talking about the factions in the manor. Penelope Vile. Once the lowest ranking member of the faction, Penelope was shunned and outcast, with many rumours circulating that she was only granted the gift of vampirism as a joke. Horrible. Once a mistress to the mayor of Duffer, this unlucky halfling has experienced a woeful life so far. She was kidnapped and shipped off on the blood vessel by her own lover after discovering a plot to unleash a plague on its citizens of Ulwa to consolidate power before an upcoming election. Fearing for her life, she tried many times to jump overboard, but that each attempt almost killed her before being brought back on board. The captain ordered her to be tied and gagged and stop her from escaping again. After the boat arrived at Bloodpact and the slaughter had ended, she was found below deck by a vampire by the name of Fiona Burke. She took pity on the halfling and granted the vampiric curse in secret to spare her life. Once this was discovered, however, Fiona was killed for creating a vampire without the permission of her master. Pen was treated badly by the other vampires, and she never climbed the social ladder until one day she was gifted an amulet anonymously left under her pillow in the dungeon where she slept. This amulet grants her immense power. She swiftly began to claim vengeance on those who had wronged her and rise through the ranks. This sudden shift in dynamic for the faction caused fractures and ripples felt throughout Bloodpact. She now sits as the 4th most powerful vampire in the manor and rules her faction and thralls with the same cruelty shown to her all those years. What website do I make this? Google Docs. This is a Google Doc. It's a Google document. It's just my Google Docs. So set up a Google account, you get a certain amount of storage. You know, I'll lose it all if Google goes under, but I think we're in probably a darker timeline where I don't really have to worry about my Google, you know, my world if Google goes under. You know, oh, the map. What I used to make the map. Photoshop. I just drew it all. I chose different pens for different things. So I chose a pen to do the coastlines, and then I chose a pen to do all the details, and then just use that, those two different pens to do that. And then it took me forever to do this map. It took me so long. I mean, you can see how big it is, like in each thing. And what I did was I basically used the clone stamp tool on like forests and stuff. So once I'd done a little one like this, I was able to create much bigger ones just by cloning it. So that kind of worked. Same with the mountains. I was able to just make a few and then clone them in order to make larger mountain ranges. Similarly, then all the text that goes over the top, you want to put like a border around the text so you get like it nice and clean. Nice and clean, so it removes the background just so you can see and then you bend the text a little to make it look like a map, especially on larger things like that. You bend the text, it just looks fucking sick. you know. And these are my favorite things. These little icons that I made. I love these. I don't know where I got the idea for these, but they're some of my favorite things. These little runic icons that I drew. Especially God in Dune. I fucking love God in Dune. It's so creepy. And then there's the Slayer's Place, which I'm not a massive fan of. It was supposed to be an eye patch. It was supposed to be a piratey like version of those. But yeah. And then you got, yeah. And then what I tend to do is like linking, like these three areas are clearly linked because of the style. Same as these. These are linked because the style I drew it in. It's all in the same kind of style. And the symbols I've chosen here, the alchemical symbols, clearly set it apart from the three other things on the same island that are also in a style of their own. So, you know, think about that when you're like making your sort of signage. What areas are influenced by other areas? What's, you know, what's like the overview of the area? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Long time. Long time it took me to do this. But it's worth it. You know, it's good fun. It's all good fun. Anyway, where were we? Right, now let's talk about the faction, shall we? Let's talk about the faction. What's this faction like? What's the Obsidian paradigm like? What was it like before Penn showed up? Because we know we've got the militaristic one. We know we've got the arty one, which is coming next. What's this one like? What's the flavour? Excuse me. Any suggestions? Oh, showed my logo there for a second. What are our thoughts? Lemon flavour? Lemon flavour. What could they be? What could they be? It's always interesting when you run up against a wall like this and how you sort of break through it. Oh. Information gatherers. Maybe they were nerds. They fucking nerds. Spies. Society of spies. Yeah. Information gatherers. I rather like the idea that they're like chroniclers. They sort of run, or maybe they're like. I don't want to make them wizards. Political intrigue. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for the general flavour. I think almost various little birds in Game of Thrones. I do see that, but I think it needs to be more internal than external, because that's like an outward looking thing, whereas the other two factions, militaristic, like you get a good idea of what they do. They train, they fight, they, you know, arty, they're a bit more like arty. They do art, they do, you know. Whereas if they are spies and political intrigue, they're like going to be away most of the time, you know. So I think librarians. We're onto the right lines with like librarian-y. Yeah, like what kind of like yeah, knowledge. They maybe they use their immortality, yeah, to study and chronicle things. That's what they sort of see as a worthwhile use of their time. It's chroniclers. Something like the speakers in Castlevania. Go on, Moss Pirate. You've piqued my curiosity. What are the speakers in Castlevania? Let's just copy that. Let's just do that. Can somebody inform me of what the speakers in Castlevania are like? Jack's here and is mad about the fact that I haven't seen Castlevania. I watched the first episode. It was I clearly didn't watch anymore. Also, hello Jack. How was D&D? Was it good? Am I still alive? There we go. They're made by Boss, I believe. Or maybe Sennheiser's. Speakers. Ah, very good, very good. Speaker is a group of nomad scholars who maintain oral stories and traditions. They are persecuted by the church, who see them as sorcerers and responsible for of Dracula's wrath. Okay, cool. Yeah. I certainly. Yeah, I think that's one way we can go. Definitely, is this sort of scholarly chapter of these vampires that seek knowledge and chronicling. Yeah. I see that. And this mad disruption to its faction by actually, hang on. No. Tell you what I want to do. I want to make this faction the arty, music-y faction. The one that Penelope has shot through the ranks of. That's what I want to do. I feel that feels better to me. And then have the last remaining faction, the chronically nerdy one. You know? The one that of all the librarians that chronicle stuff. Does that feel better? I feel like I'd much rather probably. Yeah, it just feels better, doesn't it? The sort of arty one is the one that's been massively disrupted. Also, while I was getting you that, you said watch Castlevania, and yes, you can watch Castlevania, but I'm sure you all want to play it. What, me play Castlevania? I've heard Castlevania is quite good. But yeah, game lore is better than the show. Yeah, eat that, Jack. Game lore better than the show. Did you play the game before you watched the show? See, I've played the game. It's like that, but you know, did you read the book before you watched the movie? The book's way better. Castlevania Simon's Quest. Simon! The only place I know Simon from is Super Smash Bros. Simon! Yeah. Okay, cool. I want to make this faction the nerdy faction. I want to make her rise through the ranks of the Crimson Dream, I think. Yeah. It is done. It has been copied and pasted, and therefore it is done. GT, what voice are you doing? These guys are talking about Castlevania in the chat. They're all nerdy factions. John, what is it about fucking Late night. John and Viv just show up to bully us. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible. Hello, John and Viv. Good to see you. I was doing the voice of, so these guys are talking about Castlevania. A character in Castlevania is called Simon. And then when Zach mentioned Simon, I said Simon, which is the thing that's shouted out in what's it called? Super Smash Bros. When you choose the character Simon, you go Simon. Let me see if I can get it up. Actually, I don't think I have any audio, so let's see. Simon, Super Smash Bros. Simon announcement. Can you guys hear this? If you can hear that. No. I think you can hear this. Never mind. No bother. Anyway, yes, I was doing a voice from a video game that was being referenced in chat. There you go. Redeem Simon! 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 What are the other ones? There's loads of other ones. They're really stupid. Rob! Rob's. I'm either a Pac-Man main or a Rob main on Smash Bros. Pac-Man! Sound a lot like a goat to me. We heard it. The goat, that is. Fuck's sake. Nintendo will come for my ass. Everyone's saying hi to John and Viv. That's very nice. Viv's got 13 screen points. That's threatening. Try to do the goat. Try to do the goat. What's the goat? Can somebody remind me what the goat sounds like? Please. Is that all right? Anybody? She's just trying to distance us because you don't fancy writing. Yeah! Yeah. That's not what I meant. That's the wrong one. Distract us. Yeah, I don't fancy writing. I've done so much writing already. But we've added pictures today. We've added pictures, which is nice, which is good. Goes on cooldown. That's a shame. It's going to be something like meh, 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 meh. There we go. There's my attempt. Meh, meh. There we go. Meh, meh. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Be launching my friend's show next year. Man performing sounds. Right. Good, I'm glad you're satisfied. Thank you, John. Not bad. Nobody clip that. Nobody clip that. I'm a serious man when the cameras turn off. I got a life to live outside of this. I don't need that to be my legacy. James Evans goats. It's not even close to being like clever wordplay. It's just replacing my last name with goats. It's absolute goat. Come on, guys. GT clearly wants to get on with writing, and you're here fucking around with goat noises. You're kidding yourself. There we go. There it is. Jack with the clever wordplay. 10 stars. Well done, Jack. Man bleats like goat for 2 hours, now on dropout. Yeah. Oh, God. Goodness. GT wants more lore. Guys, get back on topic. All right? We're talking about Penelope and her rise to power through the Crimson Dream, which we just changed the faction to the arty one. Because the scholar, I prefer the idea that the arty one is disrupted by this rise to power than the scholarly one. I think that is better for me, in my mind. Yeah, guys, we need to get our nerd on. You just fucking came in here, kicked the door down, held a gun to my head and told me to bleat like a goat. We're right in here. Mess with the goat and get the horns. Maybe Penelope's half goat. Overruled, Zach. She's a halfling, not a half goat. Good attempt, John. But again, you don't watch for long enough in order to actually acquire any points. There we go, Zach. Thank you, Zach. Somebody who has. All right, leave your juice to it. See, they just come in and kick the door down. God's sake, just come in here, kick the door down, fucking mess up our night, and then leave. Get out of here. Shoo. It's been real. Laters, guys. Sunday for films, yes. Sunday, come join us for films. We'll be watching films on Teleparty. So we'll all be watching together something on Netflix. We're making a short list of our horror films on Sunday. Well, that's the thing. We were going to spin the wheel, but I'm very happy for you guys to choose. I do just want it to be one that maybe we've all not seen. I think that would be more interesting to watch a film that we haven't seen than one that we have. I was thinking Smile, just because John seemed to like Smile quite a lot. And I think I haven't seen it. But I think we should all watch one we haven't seen. So yeah, hit me up with a short list. Maybe do the short list and we'll rub out everything on the board and on the wheel, and then we can spin the wheel when you get here. So we'll just redo the wheel with your short list. We haven't seen any of the ones on the list. Let me know if I'll text you a picture later and let me know if you fancy any of them. Because there might be some that you're just like, I don't want to fucking watch that. That doesn't look like a good movie. Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good. Well, see you Sunday, guys, and I hope see you guys Sunday too. We're going to watch a film no matter what. You guys are also invited. So that's Sunday evening. Another fucking goat. Sounds cracking. Brilliant. Fabulous. Where were we? Oh, was that for... Oh, very, very nice of you, Shark, to spend your points for John. He doesn't deserve it. Doesn't deserve it. But... right. Good night. Good night, John and Viv. Sleep tight. Right, where were we? Oh, yeah. Simon! Oh, love you all, kids. Is that a pun? Is that a pun? Is that a pun in disguise? A little parting pun. I regret the goat. I regret it. Oh yeah, so yeah, the Penelope's half goat now. Says Zach. What is up with the Crimson Dream? The Crimson Dream. The Crimson Dream was a haven for artists, musicians. Let's be a bit more for musicians, artists. Nope, that's again very vague. Painters, sculptors. You can't satir any different. I'm sure that one's making my brain load. My brain is loading on that one. I do know what a satir is. Satir. Satir. I know what a fucking... thank you, Jack. Yes, I know what a... That's a Pan reference. Is it? I've never seen Pan. So. Crimson Dream was a is a haven, or was a haven for musicians, painters, and sculptors. With the gift of immortality, artists the artists are able to spend centuries on their art, perfecting it, the art that escapes blood pact often sells, is coveted and renowned. However, this recent disruption has sent has sent the faction into chaos. With many questioning. No, right, it's sent the faction into chaos. We need more. If you now pronounce it like say it, it makes more sense. So, you can't say tier any different. You can't say tier any different. Again, it's not clicking in my brain. It's just not. I'm sorry. It's just not. Oh, God. I love how far I can stretch with this green screen. You guys want to see a little secret? Oh. You gonna see it again? Whoa! I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Right. So it's faction into chaos, and damn you, is that a douche? Very good, Jack. Very good. Very good. What a reference. What a reference to my camera cleaning a piece of equipment. I will bring up the Amazon page that shows it is a camera cleaning piece of equipment. There's a world back there. Yeah, it doesn't just stop here. Like, I'm touching the green screen currently. But it is kind of weird, isn't it? Like, it's kind of weird. Moss Pirate, have you picked where you're staying on on Gigi's map? Go ahead, Moss. What's your pick your poison? How do you even begin to narrow it down? You know? How do you even begin? It's difficult. Difficult stuff. Camera cleaning equipment given Austin Powers Swedish pump vibes. It's not mine. It's my camera cleaning equipment. Guys, it is my camera cleaning equipment. I'm not getting out on camera again. Yeah, Moss, it's a big old map. It's a big old map. Crazy. Crazy large. Right, wait. The art that escapes blood play is often coveted and renowned. The recent disruption has sent the faction into chaos, and many artists are focusing on their own social positioning rather than creating new works. There we go. Moss Pirate would probably be a pirate. Moss Pirate would probably be a pirate. And then the pirate faction, the pirates are, you know, over here. You got the dwarven pirates here, and then you've kind of got like sailing red orcs here. The Crimson Dream was formed by a man who praised the god of goats, Mr. Juan Grundy? I don't... Oh, can you live in Ogmoth? Yeah, you can live in Ogmoth. Of course you can. I don't know much about Ogmoth, currently. I know more about Utragund. But yeah, you can totally live in Ogmoth. Ogmoth is like pirate... Yeah, it's piratey. Pirate red orcs. And Utragund are like... They... So... The way they live their lives is they basically like create stone self-portraits, if that makes sense, like big versions of their heads, or like an avatar, and then will control that. Jesus' brain is at like 50% capacity at the moment, I feel. Yeah, you're right, Jack. I've been doing this for so long and I'm so tired. Absolutely. I'll show you the renders that I did for it, because they're kind of cool. But essentially they're like, they are like guardians. They're like kind of golems. So these heads will like float around with the people in Intragund. And the larger your head, the more important you are, because you're able to control more of the substance. It's a weird system that I've really got to get to the bottom of how it actually works. But I did do some art for it. There you go. So these are like fallen heads. So these are the Carmine Fields. So yeah, you got the Carmine Fields there, which are fields of red grass, and littered among these this red grass are these head sculptures that are used as people's like egos. They're like people's, like, it's a part of who they are. And so when people die or they you know they battle, they fight, like these heads like smash against each other, and eventually one will fall and it'll just be buried. And so you have these like fields of red grass but with large stone heads like embedded in them. It's cool. It's cool. But I couldn't make them look orcish. All the ones that I was trying to do, they all look human. I was trying to make them look like orcs with like tusks and shit. And they just wouldn't work. But yeah, kind of cool. Kind of cool. Anyway, where were we? Yes, my brain is at 50% capacity. Oh God. What's next? Who was in charge before? Who was in charge of the Carmine, the Crimson Dream before this? And how do people like rise through the ranks? How do you defeat your master? Is it always by killing them? Might be. We don't know. There's a play on Gracie. Ah, that makes sense. Mr. Juan Grundy. Because he was formed by a man who praised the god of goats, Mr. Juan Grundy. Got it. Ah, you got it. Understood. And that's why Jack said my brain was on 50% capacity. Yes. Yes, you're all correct. Oh, God, I'm so tired. I should probably go to bed, if I'm honest. I should probably go to bed. I might amend that to 25, yeah. Yeah. I'm so tired. Oh, goodness. In a card game of sorts. Do you think they all play Magic the Gathering? They all play Magic the Gathering! They all play Commander. It's just a really big Commander club. It feels later than it is tonight. Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? You've streamed today, you can go to bed. You're right, GT. I should end it before I make a fool of myself. Money or murder, I would say, for power. To be fair, it's 10 to 11. It's 20 to 11. It is. It is. I'm going to give myself a bit of a break, I think, and I hope you guys will understand that. That my brain is just struggling to keep up at the moment, and I've got lots on my plate currently. And I won't see you guys for another 2 days. Isn't that really sad? Weirdly, it feels weird to not stream. To not be streaming tomorrow. I am streaming in a way. I have 2 videos that I will be publishing. They're very long, very long. So they're kind of like streams. So I will stream the video when it comes out. So 2 days of VODs, then a movie night. Yes, and then hopefully at that point we will return to Silent Hill. And then we're in our final week. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But hopefully we'll be able to finish Silent Hill 2. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a few days. Oh, isn't that sad? Oh, I wish I had more energy. I wish I had more energy right now to stream. But I just don't. I just really don't. I'm really sorry about that. But, you know, this is what a month of this shit will do to you. I will, Vicky. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go see some of my friends who I literally haven't seen. I think since. Yeah, I haven't seen them in about 2 weeks. Yeah, because of all of this, and I've been missing them. So it's gonna be really nice to see them. Yeah. Bye guys, thank you for joining me. Sorry this was so chaotic, but we got some pictures in there, at the very least. Right.